Hey pen pals, welcome to year 2, or season 2 if you'd like, of our monthly top 5 pen videos. I'm Tom Otto for Goldspot Pens. Let's take a look at the month that was in the world of fine writing. Thanks to the flood of positive responses we received in last month's top 5 finale video, we were renewed for a second season. To celebrate the new season and crossing the 14,000 subscriber milestone, we added a live studio audience, which I might add is probably the most handsome and beautiful group of people ever assembled in a pen show recording. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Oh, you. Oh, you guys, man. Awesome. Here's my quick disclaimer about this list. These top 5 pens are based on sales, likes, comments, and customer reviews on Goldspot.com during January of 2020. This isn't my personal top 5 list or greatest of all time list. It's a list created by you, the fine people of the online pen community. Number 5 on our list is the Edison Newark limited edition fountain pen. This is our first exclusive collaboration between us and Edison Pens of Milan, Ohio. So these pens are made in the United States. They are machined from a CNC milling machine, but they are all hand finished, glossed up. So the Newark is unlike any other Edison fountain pen that's out there. It's loosely based on a couple of models, and it's a kind of a collaboration of minds when it came to trying to figure out the shape and size of it. It's kind of loosely based off of, let's say, a Menlo and a Collier. There's little design elements that are involved with many different Edison models, but the idea is to create a pen that truly has a great, nice, simple balance, but also has a great posted feel as well, which is something that I always appreciate when writing with a fountain pen. The pen is a cartridge converter, and it will come with a converter to start, although it also accepts international size ink cartridges. It does not come with an ink cartridge. You'd have to get those separately. The dark translucent swirl acrylic that's on here gives you a little bit of see-through, especially in the barrel where the material is just slightly thinner. So what you could then do is you could, let's say, take the converter out and then silicone grease the threads here and then fill up the barrel full of ink and then use it as an eyedropper and still be able to see how much ink you have left inside the barrel. The nib is a Jowo number 6 size stainless steel nib, available in a wide variety of different nib sizes, although at this point, with only less than 10 pens left of the 50-piece limited edition, there aren't many nib sizes left. So it's kind of bare pickings. However, you ask us pretty nicely, and we'll go ahead and we'll swap out, because we do have the Edison nib separately, so you can ask to, let's say, swap out this 1.1 millimeter stub to an extra fine or a fine if you'd like. Whatever's missing, we could swap it out for you guys. So, like I said, not too many of these left, but if you did miss out on this, don't worry. This model is not going anywhere. It is going to be a future production model of which will have a regular collection. Not like this limited edition where it's going to be a limited run and then done. There'll be an actual regular edition that might be coming out a little bit soon, so stay tuned for that. At number 4 on our list is the mighty Narwhal piston fill fountain pen. Narwhal co-creator Frank was actually at the Philly Pen Show, was selling the original piston fill fountain pens with a brand new model that he brought specifically for Philly and for LA, which is the Schuylkill. So the Schuylkill is actually named after a river in Pennsylvania. The Schuylkill is actually a model that is close with the original piston fill model, but as you can see, it has a much darker acrylic that they used for the body, and to kind of mitigate the fact that you can't see through the pen, they added an ink window where the barrel band would be. So little designs change, and plus it's a special edition, so it's something that we're not even putting up on our website because it's such a limited number of them, and most likely all of them are going to be gone in LA. So talking about the original ones, these have been a pretty popular seller on our website. They are fashioned out of acrylic. I have here is the Hippocampus Purple, which along with the Yellow Tang are actually the most two translucent models out of the bunch. There's also two other, there's a green and a blue as well. and allows you to completely see through to the ink chamber, the piston mechanism, and also the nib through the cap as well. Speaking of the nib, it is a number 6 size stainless steel nib. It can be swapped with other number 6 size Jowo or Bach nibs, which we'll actually do a video on probably in the next week or so. We'll actually show you how to exchange the nib, fill the pen. We'll also talk about it at length in that review video. So quite a popular design and a very, very affordable price point that appeals to a lot of young people. What doesn't appeal to me, however, and this is just a personal preference, is the fact that the cap does not post on the back of the pen. And that's my own gripe. I mean, a lot of people, including Frank, Mr. Frank, had said that he doesn't write with his caps posted on the back. And that's just one person's preference. But hey, you know, that's what it is. So Narwhal pens, your number 4 for January 2020. Okay, so number 3 on our list is the Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero Delfino Special Limited Edition exclusive collaboration with Goldspot pens. This was a pen that I was working hard with Salvatore on the 4th quarter of 2019 to come to light at the very end of December. It was right after Christmas, actually. It was December 26th we launched this beauty, and it's absolutely a stunner. I couldn't have been happier with how it turned out. It's a swirly, translucent blue resin, and when you turn this pen in the light and you really kind of look at it, some of them really have a lenticular almost effect where you could look inside of the swirls and it almost appears as if you could see like the slices of the swirls, and that it kind of plays, it gives you a little bit of an optical illusion, which looks really cool. I've never seen any sort of translucent or transparent pen kind of behave in such a way, but it truly does appeal to the marine sort of theme that Leonardo had proposed, which was saying, why don't we call it the Delfino, which is dolphin in Italian. So we also have here our little dolphin pen rests, of which you will actually get included with your purchase of a Leonardo Officina Italiana Delfino fountain pen. It's just a little something extra that we're throwing in, starting a little bit, this maybe like a week ago or so we started to run that promotion. We'll probably run it until the entire edition is finished. The translucent resin is then paired with silver trims and also has a stainless steel nib. And it's a box stainless steel nib. It's a number 6 size nib, and it's available in a whole bunch of different sizes: extra fine, fine, medium, broad, and then 2 different stub nibs. So it also includes a converter, which is a Leonardo Officina Italiana converter. It's got that nice metal part at the back here, and as with any of the Momento Zero pens, you could fill it either by opening up the section and filling it like you would a standard cartridge converter, or you could pretend like it's a piston filler and activate the converter from the back end of the pen. And since this pen is so translucent, you could actually see the piston moving up and down. So this kind of is more of a piston filler than the other Momento Zeros are, because they're more opaque. So this being more transparent, you can see the actual action of filling the pen as you would a piston converter. So each one of these pens is individually numbered, and we'll say it on the barrel. This one, for example, is 77 of 100, and it's only limited to 100 pieces. So something to consider when you're looking at a brand new fountain pen from Italy that's crafted from Italian resin. This pen is a stunner, and very, very happy with how it came out. Love it, and get a free dolphin too. At number 2, we have a pen that I am so glad that I get to stop talking about after this month. It is the Pilot Vanishing Point Tropical Turquoise 2019 limited edition. This pen has been on the top 5 since September, has always made an appearance on the top 5, and every single time. So we're talking, that's already like 5 months now, and I have to keep talking about it in these top 5s every time, like as if I'm just talking about it for the first time. It's a retractable fountain pen, yes, and then there's a gold nib, yes, and then also it's a 2019 limited edition, limited to 2019 pieces worldwide, yes. We all got that done with it, and now it's finally sold out. It is done. And on top of that, I finally conned my friend Mike, who lives nearby, to finally buy one. I suckered him into it by keep putting it on this video. I'm just kidding, I didn't. But yeah, it finally has sold out. We were one of the last retailers, I think anywhere to have it available. Its retail price was $257.50. However, at this point, actually even before we sold out, people started flipping them on eBay for $600 a piece. Great limited edition from Pilot. It was an exclusive. It was actually designed and helped come to this design by the United States, and we picked out this very nice aqua marble type finish and rhodium trims and things like that. I'm looking forward to seeing what 2020 brings, but knowing that we're not the ones that are picking the material, we're not expecting anything this great. But when you were able to purchase this pen from Goldspot, we'll do that for this year too, is they only come with medium points, but we've been swapping them out. I've been doing a lot of the swap outs myself and exchanging the point sizes to like extra fine, fine, broad, or a stub nib. So just to kind of give you a little bit extra, because I mean, you are spending a lot on this pen, so you might as well be able to get the nib size that you want, right? Finally glad to put this one to bed, and thanks, Mike. At number 1 for January 2020 is the Retro 51 Sydney Skyline. This is the 5th edition of our collection of Skyline rollerball pens. Sydney follows New York, Paris, London, and Tokyo, and we designed it in the summer of 2019. Since then, unfortunately, 17 million acres of Australia had burned due to the worst wildfire season in Australia's history. So, you know, we took it as an opportunity. We didn't understand that anything like that was actually going to happen, but we took it as an opportunity to do a little bit of good with the release of this pen. So 10% of the proceeds go to the Trustee for New South Wales Fire Service and Brigades Donations Fund. The illustration, which was done faithfully by the folks at Retro 51, features the Sydney skyline with a lot of Sydney's famous landmarks, including the Opera House, the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It glows in the dark, as with our other Skyline pens, and it is exclusive to Goldspot pens, of course, and it also has a dingo on top, which kind of follows along with Paris had the French Bulldog, you had London had the Corgi, then we also had the Shiba Inu for Tokyo. This is a twist action rollerball pen that uses the Schmidt capless style rollerball type refill. Has a little spring here, which for Retro 51, that's the Ref 5P or the Ref 57P, and it also uses a Parker style type ballpoint refill, which is also known as like the Easy Flow 9000 refill. You can also get it in gel too. It's a limited edition of 439 pieces worldwide. 439 significant to the height of the Sydney Harbour Bridge from sea level. And let's not also forget what I would like to mention as well is not only is the Sydney available, but Tokyo is still available, and also 2 regular editions that have also been popular this month. Just to kind of round out the retro crew here, we have our Coffee Tornado, which was actually our first collaboration with Retro 51, and then we also have the Ombre Blue Lagoon, which was a standard edition that came out in December as well. With Retro 51 announcing to the world that their future is relatively uncertain this year, they're going through some changes. It could be that the company might be sold, or it may end up shuttering its doors completely. There's a lot of uncertainty involved, but a lot of love out there for the Retro 51 brand, a lot of love for these types of pens, and we'll keep on plugging away, and we'll keep making exclusive editions and extending out our collections, as they say, whenever we can. With it being so uncertain and everything, we can't make any promises as to whether things will continue, let's say at the end of 2020 or in 2021. And whenever we know something, we'll let you guys know too. So that is your top 5 pens for January 2020. What to expect in February. February is NaNoWriMo, short for International Correspondence Writing Month, similar to NaNoWriMo, short for National Novel Writing Month, in November. The month-long challenge of NaNoWriMo is a great excuse to break out the pens and paper to do some writing. How do you participate? It's really simple. Just write a letter each day of the month in February. That's it. You can be as creative or as brief as you need. If you don't have the time to write a 3-page letter in full-blown Spencerian script, then jot down a few lines on a postcard. If you want to save on postage, hand-deliver your piece of personal correspondence to the intended recipient. What pens are you looking forward to using this month? We're looking forward to using the new Sailor Pro Gear North American exclusive Lucky Charm demonstrator in a beautiful teal green demonstrator body with a 2-tone gold nib. We're also excited to get our hands on the new Platinum Curidas retractable nib fountain pen with a removable clip. Thanks to all of you that support Goldspot by liking, subscribing, and placing orders on Goldspot.com. Stay inky, my friends. Take care.